Today we are speaking with Matthew Pearson with the law office of Gravely and Pearson. He joins us to break some pretty big news for the West community. Thank you, Matthew, for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Aaron and I getting up to speed on the information that you've been working so hard on over the last couple of years. And with me being in Texas for about the last year or so, Aaron has a little bit more of a background in it than I do, but I certainly remember April 17th, 2013, and the way it made the news all across the country.
Yes, it was certainly not the type of news that the West community wanted it to go through, but I think most people around the country remember it.
And 4 years later, they're still rebuilding. Everyone's still, this is still something that's hugely impactful on the West community and the surrounding community. So what can you tell us? What's the news today? What's the good news you have to give to help out a little bit?
Well, we were fortunate enough to represent West ISD to help them recover some money for the damage to 3 of their schools, which were affected by the fertilizer blast. And we are proud to be able to say that we're going to donate $1 million from the firm to help go towards extracurricular activities for West ISD.
Oh, Mr. Pearson, that's amazing. That's amazing news.
Well, as you probably know, the middle school and high school kids were in a temporary campus for 3 years, but just this past September, they opened up the brand new middle school and high school campus. So as we get close to graduation time, they're going to complete their first year. I know there's still more work to be done in the community as well as the school district, but I think they're all probably happy to say that after 4 years, they have turned the corner and things are starting to look better.
Mr. Pearson, in the years that have come since 2013, when we think about the schools and the homes and the businesses that were impacted by an explosion that basically was the equivalent of a 2.1 earthquake on the Richter scale, what was the sense of once everything had been evaluated after the damage? What was the community of West looking at? It seems like it must have been an amazing amount of damage that they needed to recover from.
Well, that's true. The whole community was affected, but I think school systems are really the heart and soul of any community.
Certainly.
And 3 of the 4 schools were within a quarter of a mile of the fertilizer plant explosion, and they were unusable and beyond repair from our perspective as a result of the explosion. So when you have 75% of your schools that can't be used, that really puts a dent in the community and in the school district.
And the fact that you guys are coming forward with such a generous donation like this for the community of West, we can't applaud you enough with your firm, Mr. Pearson, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts and from, I'm sure, the people of West who are going to hear this news and know that their schools have a chance of coming back here. Aaron, if we took Temple High and 2 other schools or the equivalent of that out of here, the impact on the Bell County community would just be something else. So the folks in West obviously experienced that, and now a chance with this very generous donation for them to continue that road on recovery.
And Matthew, would you be able to tell us the when and where of the check presentation? When is that going to go down?
Sure. We're planning to go to the school districts, their board meeting next week, and I believe the board meeting is on Wednesday the 10th, and so we are planning to be up in West and present officially the donation to the superintendent and the school board.
That's fantastic news. Matt Pearson, thank you so much for giving us the information today. We really look forward to sharing this with our listeners on our radio stations and our websites. A lot of people are going to find this news as surprising and amazing as Aaron as I have done hearing it today. Matthew Pearson with the Law Office of Gravely and Pearson, thank you so much for your time today. It's such great news for the community of West Texas.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.